This is the Thompson Cast. I'm Mel Thompson. Sometimes getting caught is a good thing. Behavior that is financially harmful to people with smaller means usually is not discovered until a major financial actor is caught engaged in policies that have a ripple effect on multiple industries, businesses, and investors. And when I say policies, I mean they're engaged in something they shouldn't be doing, something that's illegal. A current example, is Barclays Bank. Barclays is one of 18 banks that helps set a daily benchmark for many interest rates around the world by reporting what they expect to pay to borrow money. The result is called the LIBOR, which stands for London Interbank Offered Rate. How this impacts the average person is in the false sense of confidence shown by the lender, in this case Barclays, as it pertains to corporate borrowers. A low rate means that the lender, Barclays, has confidence that the borrower is more than likely to pay the money back. If the confidence is fraudulent, as is the case here, individuals, businesses, and corporate investors who have placed their money in a borrower because the LIBOR rate reflects that the borrower is creditworthy are hurt if the borrower turns out to go into default. They are also hurt if the company has substantial structural issues in their business model that may lead to their collapse. These are things that would have been discovered if Barclays had investigated the people borrowing money from them and done their due diligence. You just don't hand out that kind of money in the millions and billions of dollars to huge corporate actors without doing some due diligence as to what their corporate model is and the structure of the company. One good example of how LIBOR can hurt the average person can be reflected in the higher interest rates people are unfairly forced to pay on mortgages and student loans and other transactions. LIBOR has an impact on these things as well. And the average person that has no idea what LIBOR is, or even that Barclays existed, will now know, because they're going to be wondering, why is the mortgage rate set at what it is set at currently, and why are my student loan interest rates set at what they are at? Were they manipulated? These are good questions, questions that need to be asked by people who are borrowers. Another example of manipulation is having a lower interest rate that unfairly cuts the returns paid to people who rely on savings and investments with interest rates tied to LIBOR rates. These are people who actually invest large sums of money, direct foreign investors, in businesses, in corporations, and projects that were financed by funds that were tied to the LIBOR rate. Barclays' false confidence impacted LIBOR, which is relied upon by direct foreign investors and smaller businesses seeking to go international. Now, these investors and businesses may be harmed if they have put money into projects and companies because they relied on LIBOR as a measurement of potential credit worthiness. How is this a political risk? Because there was no way to track the methods used that would have alerted regulators that Barclays was manipulating the LIBOR through fake reports. It's that simple. Now that this is out in the open, there will be new regulations designed to track this kind of behavior, or so I believe and hope. If not, then that is not only a political risk born of another political risk, it is pretty stupid. This has been the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson.